Bob Kraft is on that list. Got himself in a big old mess for a crime that's victimless. Prostitution is a racket. It only helps government parasinsects. Yeah, boss it, yo. What up? What up? What up? Today, I'm headed to a place called Leisure Lane in Newport Richey. A long time ago, I covered the story about this couple. Basically, they live in this
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 19 North.
Yeah, you might know exactly where they live if I don't pause this video. But I'm going to their house to do a follow-up because they went down the street to get some diapers. A roommate didn't like the person who went down the street to get the diapers. The police come. There's chaos. Harry and his girlfriend, who I'm going to interview now for the follow-up, were attacked by this cop, and we're going to talk more here in a minute, and thrown to the ground, beaten, and then they were charged with obstruction with resistance. Well, Harry, who's a little firecracker of a man, he probably weighs 118 pounds soaking wet, but he don't ever back down, just like kind of like John Mills, which is another story I'll be working on here locally. He was offered a plea deal, and he's like, F you, I ain't taking no plea deals, but he actually got a good public defender. And where I'm going now, I'm going to pause it here, but where I'm going now is like a 2 blocks of, you see this Hyundai dealerships. This is Highway 19 coming up here. It's really a very busy street. A lot of pedestrians actually get killed on this road. And it's very busy, it's very updated, but you'll see when we get to those 2 roads I'm talking about where he lives, and there's a jurisdictional issue there where the cops, Newport Richey cops, I guess, don't have jurisdiction, but the sheriffs do. And they're trying to basically get everybody out of that neighborhood so they can rebuild it so it matches the rest of the city. There's a bunch of political drama. But basically, the police force goes there and gives people tickets for walking on the wrong side of the road. That's one I've never even heard of. So you can't even walk in this country without getting messed with. So I'm gonna meet up with Harry and his girlfriend. I always forget her names. I'm not good with names. Please forgive me. I know not what I do. All right, I just entered Newport Richey, Highway 19, and you can see very built up and very busy. Just showing you this so you can get a contrast when I finally get to the place, which is not far away. All right, just ran over something. Sweet. It's probably a weasel or Chuck Schumer, one of the two. So, all right, so I'm still on Highway 19, and as you see, it's very, 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 very busy, updated, not run down city. This is Newport Richey. It's close to the Gulf of Mexico, so it's a nice area. Okay, so we're making this left-hand turn here off of 19. And Leisure Lane, that's not it.
Turn right onto Leisure Lane, then your destination will be on the right.
Sweet. So right away you're gonna see it's all trailers. Okay. And then trailers that have been demolished and stuff.
Your destination is on the right.
Alright, man. Shut up. See? Habitat for Humanity comes in and tries to buy houses and properties from the owners. And a lot of people actually live in these little, that even looks like a little cemetery or a makeshift memorial of some sort. There's your shopping cart, it's full of junk. There's Harry up there, actually. Site of future West Pasco Habitat for Humanity home. So this is right out, and again, there's a jurisdictional issue. In this field right here, last time someone was living here, now there is somebody living here. This has actually been cleared out. You couldn't see right through there. I guess that's the food bank. And there's Harry. All right, we'll continue this in 1 second. Oh, you see there off in the distance is 19 Enterprise rent-a-car. Here's one of the, here's Harry's. What's your name again? I'm sorry. Stacey. She also got off. Hi. Hi, how are you? How you doing? What's happening? Off or on? You're on probation? For what? Domestic battery, nice. Is that the victim over there? Yeah.
Yeah, see, that was her property. Yep. And so was his house.
Oh yeah, now I remember speaking to you. What's up with this one right here? Did it get refurbished or it looks fairly new?
Yeah, he just had paint.
They helped him. They said they were putting his fence up.
And the one next door?
And now they won't give him a
They tore that one down.
What's going to happen there? Habitat for Humanity stuff?
Yeah, they tore it down. They just tore it down last week.
And what's going to happen with this property?
That's a bird
We don't know,
sanctuary.
but that one over there is a bird sanctuary on the other side of the pole. And they come
What do you mean it's a bird sanctuary? What does that
It's
mean?
been classified
Yeah,
bird
they wouldn't
sanctuary.
allow us to put a playground in there. They considered it a bird sanctuary.
That little strip of land.
Yep.
That little strip
And then
of
the
land.
cops come in and start cutting trees down without even paying no attention to that.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, what's up with that? Who cut the trees down? Because last time there was people...
That's why they cut them down and they're supposed to be putting a fence all the way across.
I just noticed the peace symbol carved into the tree.
Yeah, we've had a lot of deaths here.
The what?
A lot of deaths.
So what are you on probation for? You got a little violent with the old man?
No, I didn't do it.
He just called? How long are you on probation for?
Until I get this class over with.
Right on.
I already got my probation paid. I got court fines. I got to take the class. But I got 51 applications in for a job.
After that, you're done?
It's a 26-week course.
Back on your feet?
I hope so.
Right on.
Yeah, I got over 51 applications in right now. It's hard to get a job down here.
Syringes everywhere.
Oh, this was a house drug addicts would go to and shoot up and stuff?
This is one on Live PD. On Live PD, they talk the big girl you saw down there.
What about Live PD? You gotta talk louder for me, man.
They were on Live PD. And that girl that was talking to you down there about on probation.
Who was on Live PD? The people who lived here?
No, this whole house.
This whole house was on Live PD, okay.
The girl you were talking to down there that, on probation,
Yes.
she owns this house.
Okay.
The other day, they caught a girl standing right here in the damn doorway, shooting up. Cop drove by and seen her.
What, in broad daylight?
Right, yeah, right there in the doorway. Of course, she's going to
So they put a police taper on and then what's gonna happen?
If they catch anybody, and then they go to jail.
What's the crime? Trespass? Alright. You ready, Stacey? You got enough Pepsi for this interview?
Oh, yeah.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Alright. So. Hi. It's good to see you again. I interviewed both of these guys. Harry reached out to me, and Harry, you're gonna have to speak louder, man, because some reason your words get caught up in that beard. And I'm gonna try to sum the story up. Stacey went down the street to get some diapers for a grandson. Is that correct? And you're getting them from one of the people for the granddaughter, and you went there to get them from one of the people who live there, who told you to come get them. Right?
Yes.
The other person who lived at that house don't like you.
Exactly.
The other person who lived in that house doesn't have any authority or any jurisdiction or whatever you call it, because he didn't have his name on any paperwork, right?
Exactly.
And he's the one who called the police there. Am I correct?
Exactly.
Okay. He calls the police. Harry's like,
He tells them somebody's trespassing on his property, and he thinks they're looting.
speak up. He thinks they're looting and trespassing on their property.
The day after the hurricane.
Police show up. You're like, F you guys. You don't know what you're talking about. This dude's a douchebag. Harry here on the right never backs down. And lady cop didn't like it. So the cop, another cop shows up. What is his name?
Well, there's about 10 of them showed up.
Well, the one in the video that I featured in the video.
It was, I can't remember whether it was.
I know you guys are having a good relationship today, so but stand a little closer.
No, I think he came up whenever.
There you go.
Whenever Gorman came up, and they were already tackling me. It was either Shell or the other one.
Talk it out.
I think the other one's name. So there's like 4 of them.
Talk it out.
Yeah, all 14 was my trial.
Yeah, but in the video, a cop shows up, okay? And the lady says, that's the guy over there needs something.
They need to quiet.
They need what?
You need to quiet them down, right?
Yeah, she basically pointed at you two. And then the dude flies off the handle. I'm trying not to curse on this video, but he starts cursing, get the F on the... Like, you think he's...
He hollered...
Don't curse.
He hollered, shut the F up. Then he
Yeah.
said, shut your GD mouth.
Yeah, and then he tackled you. Stand closer together, please. And then he tackled you, right?
Yep.
And then he tackled you.
No, he tackled... him and 2 other officers grabbed me.
And tackled you.
And they tried to...
Threw you to the ground.
Take me to the ground.
You can see, Harry, what do you weigh, dude?
135.
On the way here, I said 118. I apologize. I didn't realize how muscular you were. And then, Stacey, you're about 103. So they tackled you both to the ground and then charged you with resisting.
They grabbed me first, took me to the ground.
Yeah.
She's jumping around telling him stop it. He didn't do nothing.
Right, he didn't do nothing. And then they grab her.
The female that started the whole thing grabbed her and threw her to the ground.
Right.
Another one grabbed her.
Right.
They threw her to the ground. Garmin and her grabbed you.
Right.
Garmin said he also had a hold of you at the same time.
Yeah, he's holding my knees down.
Right.
And tackled me.
Right. You both get tackled. Dude loses his mind. Now do you remember his name?
Like I said, one was Garmin.
Gorman?
Garmin, yeah.
Gorman.
Yep.
Okay.
And I remember all
You've told me several times and I forgot too. But now he doesn't work for...
No, that's Shell.
Shell. The guy who works for Tarpon Springs now. That's who I'm referring to, who tackled you and lost his mind.
I'm not sure if he was the first one on me. I think it was a different one on me first. He helped.
He's the one that said, shut the... and lost his mind and ran over about 20 feet and tackled you. That's what I'm talking about.
You want to take a break here and I'll find out for sure?
That's all right.
I got YouTube videos right here.
We got it, man. It doesn't matter because I'm going to do a video about him specifically going to Tarpon Springs and a warning to Tarpon Springs about who they have on their police force now. He works for Tarpon now, right? The guy, you know who I'm referring to?
Shell.
Okay, Shell. It's probably Shell, whatever.
I guarantee it's Shell.
Shell. Okay, we'll get it right. So you both get arrested for resisting with violence. Is that right?
Mine was resisting with violence.
You?
Mine without.
You without violence. You got a public defender. There's more than one, right?
I had 4 different ones.
4 different. Tell me about the first one and try to speak loudly and clearly.
First one, I never met.
Never met the first one. Okay, there goes one. The second one, what happened there?
Show up to court, and I have a new one. This is the first time I've ever seen him or talked to him.
So you show up to court, what, the first time for arraignment?
Second, yeah, that's the first time for arraignment.
And you have the second public defender?
Yep.
A woman, man?
It was a male, I don't remember his name.
And what happened with that one?
Next time I called in, they told me I had somebody else.
So number 2 dropped out, and then you have a third one.
Yeah.
What was the reasoning for number 2 dropping out?
I don't know. She moved to another jurisdiction. That's right.
Okay.
Then the next one that came up was I went and seen him. The day I went and seen him, he knew nothing about my case.
So you went to see the third public defender, and he didn't know anything about your case?
I went to see the second one.
Oh, the second one didn't know anything about the case.
He knew, what are we doing? I said, well, I was supposed to come in and look at the body cam videos.
Right.
So, I didn't know anything about it.
I didn't know anything about it. That's the second public pretender.
The third one.
That's the third public pretender. Okay.
I got that day when I went to visit the second one. That's what I thought I was going to have anyway.
All right.
So then he opened up my case, and so there's no disc in here or anything. Well,
okay.
Luckily, she had her case, and her attorney was on the ball and had one in hers. They went and pulled that one.
And she was there the same day?
She was there with me. They went and pulled her case up.
Okay. So luckily she was there with you the same day.
No, luckily she was on the case also because her attorney was on the ball. And got the paperwork she should have.
Stacey's public defender was on the ball.
Yes.
Do you know her name?
Yes, I do. We'll get you get it.
Okay.
One of the ones that represented me.
Okay, good.
So then he brought it in. He started playing part of it, and he didn't even get all the way through it. He just shook his head, pushed the button, stopped it, and said, "Let me go get you a copy of this."
Okay.
He got a copy and brought it back to me, which is one I.
He shook his head because he was appalled at the guy jumping on you and beating you.
I couldn't believe what they did. Yep.
Okay, go on.
Well, then I go.
And then charged you with being violent against him.
Well, then they got turned around and I think I'm going to see him again, and they tell me, "No, you got another person."
So this is Public defender number 4. All right, public defender number 4.
This is Howard Williams.
Howard Williams.
Really
This
good
is the good guy.
This is the good one.
All right, so Howard Williams, public defender number 4, is the good public defender. Why? Tell us why.
Well, I mean, it's kind of weird the way it went down, but after talking to him, he kept trying to get me to take the deals they were offering. He had them all the way down to disorderly conduct, no jail time, no fines.
So your public defender, Howard, what, Williams?
Yes.
Howard Williams had him all the way down to
Misdemeanor, disorderly conduct.
misdemeanor disorderly conduct, okay?
Offer no jail time, no
No jail time, no nothing, just a
adjudication.
withhold adjudication, okay.
And then he kept trying to get me to take it.
And you try, okay,
And one day, you know, he called me out in the hallway, supposed to start trial that week.
okay.
And he said, "What happened with your girlfriend's case?" I said, "Same thing's going to happen with this one." He said, "What was that?" I said, they continued it. He said, "What makes you think they're going to continue this one?" I said, "Because you haven't talked to none of my witnesses. You want to go to court this week? Or go to trial this week?"
Say that again, louder.
You haven't even talked to any of my witnesses.
Now you're telling public defender number 4, Howard Williams, you haven't even spoke to my witnesses, and you want to go to trial. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you're going to go to trial in the same week.
Who wants to go to trial, you or him?
Well, that's what my trial. She was the one to proceed.
Okay, okay, go on.
You know, I told him. I said, he said, "Well, how many witnesses do you have?" I said, "Well, at least 20.
20.
I said, I said there were at least 20. There's more than that standing around watching. You guys can see that whenever we do the, when they look at the video, they see that. But, so he takes and said something to me about, you know, well, I'm not putting that many people on the stand. I said, "Well, then you ain't my effing attorney then." And
That's what you told Howard Williams.
I turned around and walked away from him and walked in the courtroom.
You're not going to put my witnesses on the stand, I'm going to fire you, is what you told him.
Not gonna use them, you know, yeah.
Okay, go on.
And I walked back in. Stacey's looking at me because she's sitting there in the audience still, and she looked at me. I said, "I'm gonna fire his ass."
Okay.
And the judge looked there and everything. He just kind of looked at me. I went and sat down. And I told her, if he says one bad thing up there on the stand, they're not gonna like what I got to say. I handed her my car keys because I said I might get locked up.
If who says one bad thing?
Howard.
Okay, go on.
Now, what I was going to have to say was going to be a racist thing.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that if
don't cuss.
No, I'm not. He's a black guy. So I was going to say, you know what?
Who's a black guy?
Howard.
So what?
No, I was going to pull something that they like to pull.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, you know, Your Honor, this man's not representing me. He's here just for...
You were going to try to play the race card?
Yep.
Okay, go on.
I was going to tell him that, you know what, if I did a black guy, he'd had the NAACP here.
Go on.
What they did to me. Well, so...
Did you play the race card?
Nope, he got up there as professional as could be.
Oh, you're saying you were getting ready for some shenanigans.
Keith! He wants to talk to you, man.
Yeah, that is him. Please don't go anywhere for a minute if you can.
You know, he wants to talk to you about your ticket.
All right, let's finish this though.
Walking on the road.
The walking citation.
Huh?
Paid for it. Stand down, paid for it.
Okay.
They left it off.
All right, thank you. You swing back by though, I'd like to talk. Thank you, my man. Anyway.
But,
oh, real quick, let me do. This guy got a walking citation for $80-some for walking on the wrong side of the road. In America, the land of the free. All right, back to this story. Sorry. So Howard, you were ready to play the race card. You're ready to do everything. You're ready to go to jail. If he said something dumb when he got up and started talking.
And he very professional. He says, "I'm going to ask for a continuance." So I had time to look at.
Ask for a continuance.
To do more. To talk to his witnesses.
Okay.
And so they continued it.
Okay.
I'm still upset with him. I went and got the paperwork to fire him. But I still got it in the car, matter of fact. The next time we went to her court case, her attorney, Brittany Adams, who had been with her since day one, she didn't have a bunch of different ones.
Brittany Adams, okay.
She was, he came in the courtroom because of her case and our case.
Who came in the courtroom?
Howard did.
Okay.
And sat down with us until they found out what was going on.
Okay.
That gained a lot of respect from.
So they're actually looking at evidence.
Yeah, well, yeah, her and her are working together.
Okay, good.
Okay, so now
Brittany what Adams?
Brittany Adams
And Howard Williams.
Yep.
Get out of the way.
They're actually working together, and then when I went to trial, she got told her attorney Brittany wasn't her attorney anymore because Brittany got graduated up to felony attorney.
So Brittany stopped being her attorney?
she's no longer on record as her attorney.
Okay.
She's a co-counsel in my trial.
Okay.
She knows the case better than Howard does.
All right.
She got up there, first ever felony case, first ever trial, and she literally made the officer look stupid. The female, Bronson, the one that started it off.
Made her look stupid. How? Give me a few specifics.
Just some of the questions she was at when she questioned her regarding what happened.
Give me. Do you remember anything specific?
Well, she's asking her. You know the area is known as a known high crime area, correct? And she said yes. She said, and the power was all out from the hurricane, correct? She said yes. She said, why would you go there alone?
Oh, like why would you go to some place that's dangerous alone? Then what?
Then.
How did she respond?
Just I don't know.
Cops blamed?
I wasn't really that worried. I mean.
Okay, go on.
I wasn't paying no attention to her. I was too busy watching the jury.
All right.
But I mean, she had her stuttering. It's like,
Okay.
Brittany come walking back toward the table and she says, I hope I did all right. I said, you did excellent. You had stuttered.
Good.
Be stuttering.
Good, good.
Brittany's all. But then, well, I didn't tell you this, for a week before my trial, they added misdemeanor resisting obstructing justice.
They added that a week before your trial. Misdemeanor what?
Resisting arrest, resisting obstructing justice.
They already had you for that charge.
Without violence.
Oh, without violence. Just in case the one failed?
Maybe they get the other one.
And they're allowed to do that stuff, huh?
Yep.
Oh,
Then,
that sounds like a fair legal system. Go on.
That's like hers right now. It's been amended 3 times.
Amended?
3 different times.
So you had resisting without violence, and then what's the amending?
They added obstruction.
Oh, they added. What were you obstructing? Them beating your ass?
No, they were obstructing. She was supposed to be obstructing the officer in the line of duty.
She wasn't obstructing anything. Go. All right, go on. So we're in court now. Well, let's keep going in court.
Go to trial, like I said, and Brittany, she questioned the first one. Howard told her, he said, ask all the questions you want, and then tell you need a second to consult with co-counsel.
Sure.
And walk back here, and I'll let you know if you missed anything that I think is pertinent.
Yeah.
She went up, asked all of her questions. She come back. She missed one question. Howard had her ask that question. Afterwards, the state played the video. The whole incident where they took me to the
state played the video where the dude ran over and attacked you with his 2 buddies. The cop. Go on.
And that's us hollering at Bronson.
Okay.
So then they the whole time everybody else is watching the video. I'm watching the jury, and as soon as they said shut your effing mouth, shut your DD, 2 of the jurors not let.
Good.
And then then they finished. Like they finished different parts of the video. Brittany hadn't seen the whole video that much. All of a sudden, Brittany looks over at Howard and she says,
"In court?
Were they beating on me?" He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, yeah.
And they're both like.
She did that motion in court?
Yep.
Okay, go on.
So then it went to jury, and for about an hour and a half, I walked back in the courtroom, see anything going on, and all you could hear is that video playing over and over and over and over.
Oh, you could hear it through the wall?
In the jury selection.
Oh, that's awesome.
In the jury room. And
see the power of video? Go on.
They played. I mean, that's all you heard for an hour and a half.
Good.
Then they come out and they tell me, "Hey, jury's back in."
I
come in and we stood up. They read off the verdict to the felony, said not guilty, which right there in my heart, right there in my heart, that brought me from 5 years down to 1 year.
Right.
And then when they said not guilty on the other one, my attorney jumped up and down there.
So here's something important that we didn't accentuate enough is that you were offered a disorderly, no fine freedom, right?
Well, from day one, I was offered a withhold adjudication. And
yeah, you were offered basically what they would refer to as a sweetheart deal. You told them to go pound sand. You're not taking any deals. Even though you were facing how many years?
5.
He could have done people.
5
This,
on the felony and 1 on the,
this little man is far braver than me because I would have been like, oh man, just give me the disorderly, I'll make a video about it. This guy's like, no, F you. He had nothing to gain. He had everything to lose. He could have done 5 years. And thank the Lord or whoever you believe in that Howard Williams and this other Brittany Adams. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Howard Williams and Brittany Adams, for looking after us, the people, when the judges and the police are trying to do the exact opposite. But this man, again, just to get to the point where he put it in the jury's hands, he could have lost his freedom for 5 years. Now, the second part of the struggle starts. Well, let's finish. You also, go ahead.
One thing I was going to say, though, on the deal, Howard came to me after that, after we had the little disagreement.
Yeah.
And he said, let me explain something. My job is to keep you out of jail. So of course I'm gonna try and get you taken to jail. You were not going to jail.
Yeah, he's trying to work
I'm
within the
doing my
system
job.
without ruffling feathers.
He said, I'm doing my job. Which is, he said, if you want to fight, I'll be the first one to fight for you.
Right.
And then I come to find out later he had a law practice, and left his law practice to come back, a private firm to come back to representing people like me. Is what he told me.
That's great. I'm gonna talk to that guy too, man. You keep reminding me to try to contact him or tell him to contact me or something, man. Just let me get a hold of this guy. Now,
both of them. I said, Brittany.
Brittany Ann Howard Williams, we thank you. We salute you, American heroes, defending the rights of the little people who don't have a ton of money and don't have the abilities to fight in the way that you guys do. So after you grew the nuts to say, F you, I'm not taking your crap, the jury found you not guilty. Hooray, 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 fireworks. Now you're still facing what happened? What about the misdemeanor one?
Well, found not guilty on him also.
Not guilty on both.
But the thing about it is that Brittany actually came out here to the neighborhood and checked out the neighborhood.
Like I have?
My stepson got arrested right here, matter of fact, right here where we're standing.
Yeah.
By the city cops, his son, and they beat him up.
Now, which department has jurisdiction over this?
It's actually county, but they're trying to get back to the city. And so
what do you mean they're trying? Well, who enforces the laws on these streets?
Both of them.
So they both have jurisdiction, or the courts just let them do it?
Everything, probably courts. Everything around us, all these 2 blocks right here, is all
County. City, not county.
We have sewer. We have no sewer here. We have septic tanks.
Okay.
To become city, they have to annex city.
All right.
So
One
habitat
has
can be it.
the house problems, and the other one has the road problems. They can't intermix it, or they go off on it.
Also, one jurisdiction has over the streets, and the other one's over the land.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
All right.
Now
Not guilty. Stay on subject.
Well, I did. Now because of what we're doing, they're not harassing them over here.
Oh, they're not coming by as much because you fought and won. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That's a great point.
And now they have to bring in more than one cop at a time.
Yeah, they come in at least.
Oh, now they won't come by themselves.
They even came in
No,
here
because
with
what they told, they didn't meet that night.
Okay, good.
Stand by
Observers.
So not guilty.
They got observers in.
Observers.
Now he's
Now you're facing obstruction without violence.
Yes.
And when was your trial?
That was what they.
Mine was on December 11th.
Speak up.
The 18th, wasn't it?
Hey, speak up. Yeah. No, mine was December 11th of that 2018. Hers was on February the 19th of 2019.
So you just had it. And?
Yes.
Tell me.
Not guilty.
Not guilty, but tell me more.
No, it went to a judge.
What do you mean it went to a judge? No jury in hers?
They finally came to her last Monday. No, yeah, Monday.
Did they show the same videos in her trial?
Didn't have to.
Why? Because let me understand if I understand this. Brittany basically said you both got arrested the same way. You've already been found not guilty.
No, it wasn't that.
No?
Well, it wasn't. The state realized they didn't have it.
This, okay.
But Brittany also said that she was going to stick her case out to the end.
She said that to who? The judge?
Yeah.
Oh, to you. Okay.
Even though Howard told
Well, how did it get dropped?
Well, they come at her the day that was supposed to pick a jury and offered her if she would drop the jury trial.
Yeah.
That and have a trial by judge.
Yeah.
That they would guarantee no jail time, no probation, no court time. All they could do is fine her and put community service.
So the judge basically, did the judge look at any evidence? Or didn't even make it that far?
No, we didn't make it that far.
So basically they saw the writing on the wall, they saw what happened with you.
Also, I didn't have an attorney at that point.
And even if they found you guilty, you're not doing any jail time, no fine.
No, they could fine her.
Or just the only thing you would have faced was a fine.
Or the community service.
Or community service.
And or both.
All right.
The thing is, if she didn't do the fine or the community service, they can't put her in jail over it.
Right.
They cannot put her in jail. They can't arrest her.
Yeah. So it was a pointless.
But she has to do that. She also loses the right of having a public defender.
That's Cynthia. That's Christian, and I'm not sure who the other.
All right.
She,
Before we hang out and eat pizza.
To do that, she lost the right to have a public defender.
That's all right, but you still got off.
Yeah,
But you couldn't do any time. I mean, you were golden.
I had to do it myself.
So you did the legwork, you benefited, and we all benefit now.
Yeah, but I didn't have an attorney. He went out in the hall to get hold of the other witness, so he wasn't in there, and she wasn't there yet, so I was all by myself.
They needed to know who.
You made it, though.
Yeah, they wanted to know who the witness was going to be. She told me and my daughter-in-law. And only reason I didn't see nothing. If I'd got out there, I was going to just, if my daughter-in-law hadn't made it there and I had to testify, I was just going to kind of, speak low and everything, trying to save time. That's the only reason I went as a witness.
Okay.
I played the state attorney.
They found that, anyhow, they went through the state went through their.
Let's do some closing statements for the video.
We're doing that right now.
Okay, do it. Let's go.
The state went through their little calling their witnesses.
Yes.
2 officers this time.
Mm-hmm.
I had 4 officers at mine. They had 2 officers testified, Gorman and Bronson. And after it was all said and done, she filed for a judgment of acquittal, JOA, which you do after the.
Me asking them these questions.
Oh, she got to.
Pissed them off.
She got to do her, because she's representing.
You got to cross-examine,
Yes.
and you ask questions. Now here we go.
One per cop.
Let's hear it. Well, they only let you have 1.
No, I did this on
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead. What's the question?
Well, I asked Ms. Bronson, because according to, I asked her, do you remember the trial on December 11th of 2018 with Harry Butler? Yes. Do you recall in that trial that you stated under oath, mind you, there was nobody being detained or being arrested. Only we were trying to calm him down.
Okay.
But yet, under
So
oath,
what did she say?
But yet, under oath again today, he switched it out and said, oh yes, we did detain and we did arrest.
Oh, so you caught her in a lie.
Yep. Very
Then what?
I said, no other questions.
All right, so the next cop, who was the next cop?
Gorman.
Gorman, okay.
State did his thing. I got you.
What question did you ask him?
I got up there and he was talking to the state about how he rushed in and blah, 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 blah. I said, so Mr. Gorman, I have one question for you. You stated that you rushed in, got out of your car, and went and attacked 2 people.
Right.
You didn't bother to ask nobody what was going on, what was happening, or anything. You just ran in there and beat up on 2 people. Explain this to me.
And what did he say?
There's over 30 people out there screaming and hollering.
Right. What did he say? Really?
No more questions, Your Honor.
Oh, nice. All right. Let's finish this now. Go ahead.
The state wanted to redo the whole case. The judge said,
Redo the whole case.
not in my courtroom, ain't happening, she says.
Just so you guys know, she had Judge Roberts.
Yes.
And everybody will tell you Judge Roberts is a
She's a
royal
bitch,
beast.
but a fair bitch.
Not you.
That's okay.
But she's very fair. And if you come down to the court of the trial by judge, that's why I told her that was the best news you could have ever got. Because that woman is going to do by the book.
All right. What else? Anything?
She had notice of acquittal at a halftime after the state was in
And I
there.
proved
She
my
told
point.
him why. She told him the place she's granting her judgment of acquittal because they did not ask the right questions. And told her what questions she did ask. That's when he started talking about refiling it. And she said, not in my courtroom, you won't.
This is what the judge said. You didn't ask if they were in plain clothes, sheriff's clothes, full dress, unmarked car, marked car. You didn't know nothing. So guess what? Granted.
She threw it out when she found
So you're both found not guilty. You both won. You both stood your ground. I'm very happy. Well, so what else do you want to say? Do you fight? Do you take deals? You got to do. Just fight, huh?
Now, my stepson, it's about these attorneys, okay? My stepson got arrested right here by the Newport Richie City cops this time.
Okay.
And
what was the crime?
Resisting arrest. They had him standing, he's standing in
Wait,
front of,
they arrested him for resisting arrest. It's one of those deals.
He's standing in the street with his hand in the air, with his back to the squad car. And all you see is the officer grab him. All the guys, they only have dash cam, they don't have the body cam. You see the officer grab the back of his shirt, walking back about 2 or 3 steps.
And then kick his feet up.
Bam, to the ground.
You started kicking on him.
And kicking him, that down where you can't see it on the camera.
Oh, I see. It took him off a camera view.
I'm standing right there trying to film it. My phone wouldn't work. I'm hollering, every time I get that phone, she gets her phone up, and then they turn around and put with the other officers.
All right, that's a different case, though.
I understand, but they put spotlights in her eyes, and they chased me and tried to attack me again.
And what's his name?
I don't know.
All right, that's another case for another day, but this is Harry. He won. Stacey also won. Congratulations, guys. I'm glad you won. I'm glad you fought. I got to say, I don't have the size testicles you have. I would have taken the plea deal, especially if I was facing non-freedom for 5 years. I really applaud your efforts, sir. And
my stepson case is that Brittany Adams went to his court case, too.
Brittany Adams is also on the stepson case.
No, she's not on it.
This guy's covering his face. All right.
She's not on it. She went down there because she took an interest in this neighborhood.
Okay, good.
That's what
I would like to speak to both them lawyers, man, if they want to talk to me.
Y'all just keep fighting and keeping them cameras
Keep fighting. Congratulations, guys. The system worked this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it was a pleasure meeting you. Not that I'm never going to see you again. I'm just saying.
No, we're getting out of here.
Out of here where? Where are you going? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is what I wanted to say in closing. The struggle here is going to be trying to find a lawyer that will go against these guys in this jurisdiction, because now you're basically been beat up, false arrested, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If I'm not mistaken, the crime reverts over to the person who made the false arrest, and et cetera, et cetera. I could be wrong.
I'm going to try to go for 3 countersuits.
3 countersuits.
After the guy that falsified 911.
You might not want to put this on camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
Well, this is the problem we're
you're
having.
going to go after him, and I'm glad.
Can I just tell you the issue we're having? The issue, we've had one attorney tell us they would be willing to take hers,
But not his.
but not mine, because she has never been in trouble before. So
And you have?
They're going to go after the fact.
Whatever. Let them take her
Well,
case.
Well, they're going to go after the fact that she can't. She's going to have a problem getting jobs, a good job now, because she has been arrested.
And she has an arrest on her record, even though she was acquitted.
Right.
All right, there you go. They're going to go after
They
him.
don't want mine.
We need a Title 42 lawyer, guys. That's the dilemma in our movement. And again, thank you, Harry and Stacey. It was good to come down and see you again. And tell everyone to subscribe to John Filax.
Subscribe to John Filax, guys.
Bye, everyone.
I get you.
Hey, peace world. You gotta help these leisure-laden people, man.
What were you guys just talking about? No, hold on. What were you just talking about?
That's another story, remember?
Look
Yeah,
at
that's just another
that.
story.
There, I should have never stopped recording. I wish I could record nonstop.
I'm a nutcase from Jersey.
I don't care where you're from. I loved what I just heard. It was awesome. All
I know. Somebody has
I would have
right, I'm going to stop recording now.
Hey, no, wait, you should go now and say, hey, next time we'll just call him when we need somebody to record for us.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not recording your sex.